Rumors are coming in from everywhere around the internet that Bobby Lashley has signed with the WWE. Let's talk about it. What's up, everybody? TonyPizzaGuy here, and everywhere on the internet, the buzz is going around that Bobby Lashley was going to sign with the WWE. But before we get into that, I want to let you guys know that you can use hashtag #TheSlam if you want me to talk about anything that you guys have, whether it's news, rumors, opinions. If you just want me to cover a subject, hit me up with hashtag #TheSlam on Twitter. I'll do it. Angle will do it. We'll find out all the stuff that's going to be going on in the WWE, and we appreciate you guys giving us the news. And again, like I said, on Twitter, hashtag #TheSlam, that'll be the best way to talk about it. So, like I said, Bobby Lashley, the rumors have been circulating that he was going to be coming to the WWE. His contract with Impact Wrestling actually ended, I think it was the 14th of January, somewhere around that time is when his contract actually came up, and he has decided that, you know what, he's not going to resign. He did not want to re-sign with Impact Wrestling. He decided that, you know what? I think that I am actually going to take some time from Impact Wrestling and decide what I want to do. And right now, it looks like Lashley is going to be signing with WWE. So the current rumor is that we have confirmed that Bobby Lashley has signed his contract with WWE and is expected to begin his WWE programming in the near future. Brock Lesnar, the big match they wanted was Lesnar and Lashley. Lesnar is reportedly leaving back to UFC after WrestleMania 34. Now, I don't know if I buy that or I don't. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Again, these are news, rumors, and opinions, so we'll get into the opinion and the rumors part. Lesnar leaving back to UFC after WrestleMania 34 was a big deciding factor for WWE to pull the trigger and sign Bobby Lashley. Now, the rumor has been going around. If you saw an interview with Paul Heyman said that Paul Heyman said that Brock Lesnar could be going back to UFC. He could go in and fight. He's ready at any time. He's a great fighter. He's the best fighter because he never gets hurt all the time. And he's primed and ready, and he takes time off, and he heals his body, and he's good to go. So that's one of those big things where that's why they say that he could possibly be going back to the UFC. But the big match that we've been talking about is Bobby Lashley coming into the WWE and doing a program with Brock Lesnar to kind of put Bobby Lashley in that Brock Lesnar spot and then take Brock Lesnar away from WWE is kind of like how I see that going. They kind of want to use Brock Lesnar to get Bobby Lashley over again and to get him into the WWE and make him like a name. So the way this all started was Dave Meltzer reported it, saying that, yes, WWE could possibly be signing Bobby Lashley. And honestly, when you look at it like this, right? If you've never seen Bobby Lashley outside of the WWE, you definitely should, because his Impact Wrestling stuff, he was amazing. He had like every major championship at one point. He was like the top dog in there, and he had like all the belts. He was like just decorated to the top. He was like really great. His look has been great. His mic skills have been good. The heel Bobby Lashley has really like improved, and he's gotten like honed into his craft. He's been doing a lot of MMA type stuff in Impact Wrestling, and he was featured on like the top of the card before he's leaving Impact Wrestling, which is kind of crazy that he actually left. I felt like what they did was they pushed him a little bit and said, you know what, if we could sign him, if we could get Bobby Lashley to stay, that would be great. But it looks like him and Ethan Carter III have both left, and now WWE looks like they're going to be snatching up Bobby Lashley. So talking about Brock Lesnar going back to the UFC, will he do it? Will he not? That's pretty much up to Brock Lesnar, whatever he decides he wants to do. Paul Heyman saying that Brock Lesnar is the best MMA fighter, UFC fighter, and this interview saying that, oh yeah, if he went there, he'd be healthy and he'd be one of the best of all time. He's only saying that because he's trying to get buzz there. With Ronda Rousey coming in, they want to get some UFC buzz, and you know there's going to be some UFC fans watching, so they want to get that buzz. And also, that's just Paul Heyman putting over Brock Lesnar. He always puts over Brock Lesnar and saying that he's the best of all time. Obviously, Paul Heyman's going to say that because he's the advocate for Brock Lesnar. So obviously, Paul Heyman's going to put him over. Now let's talk about Bobby Lashley coming in. Like I said, he was awesome in Impact Wrestling. It'd be a great snatch for him to come to WWE because they really didn't do a lot with him. They did the stuff with Donald Trump, and then he kind of got injured, and then they kind of just released him on his contract. But I think now would be a perfect time for him to come back because he did what a lot of those guys do. They go into the WWE, they don't perform the best, they get sent home, And then they leave and they hone their craft and get a lot better. And I think right now is the perfect place for Bobby Lashley. I mean, the Universal title is built for a guy like Bobby Lashley, whether you want to agree or disagree on that with me. Brock Lesnar is that star. He's got that star power. He's got that draw from the outside fans, and I think Bobby Lashley would do some of the same. Not as big as Brock Lesnar, but the way they're building that Universal title is that you don't have to defend it all the time, because now they're going to have both brands on both pay-per-views. You don't have to defend it every week. You make it special when it's there, and Brock Lesnar's a special attraction. When you get in there and you see Brock Lesnar and Braun Strowman, you know it's going to be a fight, and it's going to be awesome to watch. So that's the kind of thing they do there. So as far as like Bobby Lashley getting in there, like I said, he's primed for that spot, for main event spot. He would be perfect for it. Again, he's honed his mic skills. He's got more comfortable in the ring. You can just tell that he's more comfortable in the ring, because back in the WWE, he couldn't even say Lashely. And that, if you remember that Fit Finlay Lashely stuff, not a good look for him. But if you watch his Impact Wrestling stuff, boy, was he great on the microphone. Was he awesome in the ring? Guy's just killer. So I think there would be getting Bobby Lashley back and hiring him would be such a great move for him. And if these rumors are true that he's coming back, I think they need to put a match against him and Brock Lesnar. Whether Brock Lesnar loses the title before he gets to Bobby Lashley, which I think would be the plan here, right? Here's what you do. You have Brock Lesnar lose the title at Mania to Braun Strowman or Roman Reigns, whatever you want to do there. Push that agenda, push whoever you want in that position, okay? We get you there. Then what does Brock do next? Well, I want my title back. But he's interrupted, can't get his title back because Bobby Lashley is here, and he's got to fight Bobby Lashley. And I think this would be a perfect match for both of them. I think it could show off what it could do. You could do similar stuff to Goldberg if you wanted with Bobby Lashley, but I think Bobby Lashley is better in his in-ring ability now. I think he's improved a lot, where that he could have a better run than Goldberg and have better matches and be there more consistently. I mean, after WrestleMania, they're going to shake things up. They definitely are. There's going to be a lot of people moving. Another rumor going on is that AJ Styles is going to go to Monday Night Raw. Then that means what's going to go on SmackDown. Honestly, they could put a Bobby Lashley on a SmackDown if they wanted to. That's kind of an option they have there. Or they could put a Brock Lesnar on SmackDown. Or you know what they could do? They could have Bobby Lashley have one of those open contracts like a John Cena, where he can go pretty much wherever he wants. And then he'll decide, well, I'm getting signed to this brand, and this is where I'm staying. So, there's a lot of options with Bobby Lashley. Honestly, I would like to see the Bobby Lashley thing kind of to get, if Brock Lesnar is truly leaving to go to UFC, I think it would only make sense that he would put over a Bobby Lashley to make him take his spot as the big guy, like the big jacked muscle guy. And honestly, I would love to see Bobby Lashley in that spot that Brock Lesnar's at, because seriously, he's improved like 1,000,000,000% since he was last in the WWE. I said it 1,000,000 times. I've been saying it over and over and over again. But Bobby Lashley is prime and ready for that spot. He really is. And I think if all these rumors, if Dave Meltzer is saying it's true, and if people are saying it's true, and then Bobby Lashley's going to wait till after WrestleMania to debut, that could be the big deal there. I mean, last year we got the Hardy Boys come out at WrestleMania and make a shocking debut. We could get the same this year at WrestleMania if they wanted to do something like that with, Bobby Lashley comes in, or even the Raw after WrestleMania, because they always have those big moments in WWE after WrestleMania. They have to have that awesome Raw and awesome SmackDown to kind of get those guys over, debut some new people, have some people come back. And you know what? They got a lot of options here with Bobby Lashley. I think this is one of those big moves that they're making, and I think if they do bring him back, he's got to be in that upper mid to top tier status, just based off of how much he's improved and how much better he's gotten since his last time in WWE. Yes, his stuff with Donald Trump is huge. Yes, but his wrestling ability, his finisher, like he spears people and flips at the same. It's insane. You should watch it. You should definitely look up Impact Wrestling. Look up when Bobby Lashley was their champion and look at the matches that he had. He had quality stuff. He held like every championship. He was like top king of the Impact Wrestling zone, and it was perfect for him. So I think that honestly, I really want Bobby Lashley to come back. I hope that all these rumors are true and he comes back. And if they do have Brock Lesnar go bye-bye and go to the UFC, I think it's going to be kind of a bummer there. But if he does, I think he puts over Bobby Lashley before he goes. And again, this is kind of that thing with Vince McMahon has a different mindset in this time and age, where he says, you know what? Jericho going to New Japan probably isn't a bad thing. He's going to build his name there. And when he comes back to WWE, he's going to be even better. And I think the same with Brock Lesnar. Let him go. You already have Ronda Rousey coming in from the UFC, and then Brock Lesnar goes over there. There's that UFC crossover. Well, these WWE guys can go over to UFC. These UFC guys can come to WWE, and there's that transition there, and I think it's perfect. So, honestly, I'd love to see Bobby Lashley come in, do a program with Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar go to UFC. Brock Lesnar come back. Maybe SummerSlam, they can do Bobby Lashley, Brock Lesnar again. Who knows? Or whatever they want to do. But I think that coming up, we're going to see some awesome stuff. There's going to be a lot of cool things, and I think WrestleMania season is here upon us. And it's going to be a great time. So let me know what you think about Bobby Lashley. Have you seen his Impact Wrestling stuff? Let me know in the comment section below. Do you like that? Do you not like that? Do you think he's great? Do you think he's bad? Should he go to the main event? Should he go to Raw? Should he go to SmackDown? I want to hear it all in the comment section below. Again, use hashtag #TheSlam on Twitter, social media. Let me know any news, rumors, opinions, thoughts that you have. And again, we'll be back with more news here on The Slam. Hit that like button if you enjoy this. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And as always, I'm TonyPizzaGuy. We'll see you in another video.